Hi guys, this is going to be season 1, episodes 5 through 9, clues, or I don't know what else to call it besides clues. So, the last one, it ended with Arya's mom getting the letter from a typewritten letter explaining her, Byron's, Arya's father's affair. Okay, that's how that ended. In episode 5, and also episode 5, I didn't really find many clues, so there literally was nothing in it. The 6th one, Lucas is introduced to the series, and he's at the Virginity Club, and it's homecoming, and Ezra, I guess Arya forgot her phone, I believe, at Ezra's house, and she kept getting messages from A. So Ezra asks, this is his first initial asking about A. And man, I wish I could understand some of the stuff I wrote. I need to do a better job next time. In this episode was full of what I thought were clues, okay? So if you are rewatching and you haven't got to episode 6 yet, definitely pay attention during 6 and also 8. So we see Toby's free at last tattoo, 901, free at last. My thought was that maybe I talked about Brookhaven, and remember the person that was at Brookhaven, the mental institution in Philadelphia. Maybe that was his room or his mother's room. Something about, we know that his mother was off. We find that out seasons later, okay? Knowing that and rewatching it makes things a little bit more clear for me about Toby. I'm thinking maybe that was his room number or something it's not really associated with Allie. Spencer gets her tarot cards read. This is a big clue that people always talk about. They say that she's very anxious. She's going down a journey. There's an image of taking care of somebody that's hurt. There's a reverse card, which means she's running away from something. There's a lover's card. Something's wrong with that couple. There's darkness in him, violence, vengeance. And then after she says that, it cuts to Ezra and Arya. Okay? They say they've been putting clues for us, so I don't know if that was one of the clues they've been putting for us. We also flash to Ezra's apartment at some point in this episode, and they show his answering machine. She's calling, I believe he's gone. And you see the typewriter and the answering machine's right next to it, but they want you to see that typewriter, okay? And mind you, this is the 2 episodes after Arya's mom gets the typewritten letter, okay? And we do know that Ezra knew about that whole situation because Arya told him, okay? Episode 7, I don't have much other than that at the end of the episode, A has really big hands, I noticed. The whole time, now that I think about it, I feel like, towards the beginning, it was a man that was involved, that was depicted. And also, at some point, Toby says to Emily, we all have secrets, okay? Episode 8, there's tons of stuff. We flash back to Allie saying how to die in a tragic way would be incredible, and in this mysterious way would make her superior above people, which is this a foreshadowing? Not a foreshadowing, but an explanation for what happened. They find out Jenna wants to speak at the memorial. We also find out that Allie told Jenna, supposedly at the hospital, that Spencer was responsible for her losing her sight, which we know is false. They receive a message from A that references Tom Sawyer. So once again, we're getting the literature references. Ezra. Jenna says, Jenna also said that when she was at the hospital, Allie was at the hospital, she said she was done with Spencer because she was afraid of Spencer. So that's kind of a little bit of a clue. Add that to the field hockey practice and her being in the fight with her right before she dies, all kind of clues to maybe Spencer killed Allie. Allie said something about never disappoint a ghost in a flashback, which I thought it was really cunning, and it kind of made me laugh because, if she really is still alive, but she's supposed to be a ghost, I don't know. It's just interesting. It says that Spencer challenged Allie. Allie pinched Spencer thing. Jenna thing on Spencer. This could be the cause of Jenna hating the girls because at this point, Jenna, as we know, maybe even until this day of season 4, end of 4, she still thinks Spencer's responsible for her being blind. And that lie from Allie could be the reason why Jenna is so involved in this and always has been. And it could have created this, which to me seems like it was plotted by Allie to do this on purpose. This is the episode with the memorial. So Ian shows up. That's the first thing of like, why is Ian there? And then, obviously we'll learn more about him after. When I was watching like the speeches or whatever that the girls went up and said, Aria's speech seemed very fake. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that she is part of the A-team or not, but her memorial wasn't believable at all. I also have some random miscellaneous questions. Like, who did somebody bury Ellie alive? Was it Spencer? We also find out, I'm going to explain a second, Emily has a reason to maybe have killed her. Is Mike A? A lot of people have been throwing that out there. I can't remember. I didn't write the username. But a lot of people are saying maybe Mike's the A. And I don't know. Maybe he liked her when he was a kid and didn't like her being around other boys. And he got jealous of Allie. Or he found out about his dad and Allie. And Mike's crazy and he's very dangerous. And he did it. Sorry, I need some coffee. And then we also see in some of the episodes that Ezra seems like he could be very, can get very mean, almost like he's bipolar. If you watch some of these earlier episodes, you'll notice the way that he gets very angry, his eyes and the way that he looks at Arya sometimes when they're, arguing whether they're going to be together or whatever. It's scary. It's scary. Episode 9 was... Okay, so at the end of episode 8, the memorial is destroyed. We see Emily come home. She's all dirty. We think that Emily did it. We see an message that says, this isn't the only thing you're going to have to bury. Okay. Episode 9 is when they're supposed to have the SATs. They're at school. There's a storm. We see Hannah's mom, and Arya's dad flirting because he comes over to send a fax, if you remember that part. That was dropped. That was something that I said that was dropped and was really strange. Apparently we think that A made Emily do it. At the end of this episode, we see Lucas's shoes are completely dirty and we realize that Lucas destroyed that memorial. Okay. Emily gets, or was it Emily? She gets a Great Expectations A message, which again is another literature reference. And then that's the book when she's in the library they take her bag and they leave the Great Expectation book there. So she knows that A was the one that did it. It's weird because you see, she's running around the library and books are falling towards her and their bag disappears and the book is there. And then they flash to Ezra and he has a flashlight and he's out. They flash to him. I don't know if it's a clue that he was the one in the library doing that, but and then they steal. Emily is reading a letter that she wrote to Allie because she's really angry at her because she rejected her, and Ace steals that letter, and then somehow the police get it, and that's kind of how that ends. That's how that thing ends, besides seeing Lucas's shoes, and then it ends. So that is episodes 5 through 9. A lot of information. I don't know. I mean, like I said, and the other thing, I didn't watch season 1 and 2 when it was on TV. I watched it on DVD and I watched it consecutively, like how I'm watching it now. I didn't have to wait like those of you that watched it on TV for the next week and whatever. So it'll be interesting to see how I feel as I'm watching season 3 and 4 like that. So I am on episode 10, and I'm hoping that by tomorrow I can finish season 1. But I sincerely doubt that I'm going to make it through all the episodes before October, what is it, 23rd? 22nd. So I have 19 days. If I can watch 5 episodes a day, but that's not realistic. Like maybe 4. There's like 22 or 23 episodes in each one, right? So I have like 45, 68. I have like 80 episodes. So 20 days. I would have to watch 4 a day. And then I would still be a day late. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, guys. I'm going to try to commit to seasons 1, 2, and 3. Since we just watched season 4, it's fresh in my mind. And then maybe, during the break that we have from October 22nd to January, I'll rewatch season 4 in its entirety. I think that's my plan. So I'm going to try my best to get through season 3 by October 22nd. And that means that I might be posting that final video of Clues on October 22nd before that episode. I will try my best to do reaction video from my phone on the Halloween episode. And also I'll be doing, of course, a true finale reaction video, as well as I will talk about Ravenswood as well. So I'm really enjoying this, and I'm going to try my best. If I don't get through it, I don't, but I'm going to try my hardest. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. To all my PLL lovers, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.